Good morning, everyone. Hope so. You had understood everything what we had done in the first two lectures. So today we are going to start with the new lecture. Okay, that is lecture number 3 of gravitation. Okay, so here in this lecture we will solve few numericals which are solved examples from your textbook, but that I am going to explain you in the very simple form. Is it clear? Now, first example. Mahindra and Virat are sitting at a distance of 1 meter from each other. Their masses are 75 kg and 80 kg respectively. What is the gravitational force between them? So this is the numerical which is given in your textbook. Okay. So first in this, what we are going to write? We are going to write the given. What is given? Okay. Always remember while solving the numericals, every step contains marks. So you are going to write the stepwise according to steps. Now first what we are going to write? We are going to write the first part, that is given. So what is given over here? Mahindra and Virat are sitting at a distance of 1 meter. So distance is given over here. So distance is given by what? Distance is 1 meter and it is given by r. So distance is r, which is 1 meter. Okay, then what is given other? The masses are 75 kg and 80 kg. Here distance is 1 meter, masses are 75 kg and 80 kg. So here our m1 is equal to 75 kg and our m2 is equal to 80 kg. Okay, so what is to be found over here? What is the gravitational force between them? So what you are going to find over here? You are going to find the gravitational force over here. Now gravitation force, it is given by G. Yesterday's lecture I told you what is the value of G. What is the value of G? It is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So what is this? This is the gravitation constant. It never change. Is it clear? So this is the given. Now what you are going to find? Right in the next line, to find gravitational force. To find gravitational force, that is you are going to find F. Okay, in the next step what you are going to write? You are going to write the formula. So which formula you are going to use over here? So which formula we had did in the last lecture? F is equal to G m1 into m2 divided by r square. So you must be knowing this formula. So which is its formula? This is Newton's law of motion. Okay, so what is this Newton's law? If you remember, okay, I'll just recall it. Okay, so according to the second law, the force, that is the product of the masses. It is directly proportional to the product of the masses between them and inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So in this, what we are going to find? We are going to find the gravitational force. So we are having F over here. Okay, so what is G? G is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 multiply by m1 is how much? It is 75 kg. m2 is how much? 80 kg divided by r. R is what? It is given in already meters. So it is 1 square. So how to solve this? You just multiply. After multiplying, you will get one answer. Okay. So if you multiply all these things, the answer which you will be getting is 4.002 into 10 raised to minus 11. Okay, so I wrote the answer. So what is the unit of force? Force is given in Newton. Okay, now you must be thinking that why only Newton? Why only Newton? Actually, it is a unit of force. But if we see in this way, see, now this is distance is what? It is meter square. Correct? meter square. Okay. Now this mass is in, it is in kg and this kg, correct? And this is given what? Newton meter square per kg square. So all of this, it is going to be cancelled and force is going to be written in the Newton only. So this is the first solved example which is given in the book. Okay, so this is a very small force. This is a very small force. So if the force of friction, if the force of friction between Mahendra and the bench, between Mahendra and the bench on which he is sitting is 0. So what will happen if they are sitting on a bench? If it is 0, then what will happen? Okay, then he will start moving towards Virat under. What he will do? He will be start moving towards the Virat under the action of this force. So we can calculate acceleration by it. Okay, so we can calculate what? We can calculate acceleration and velocity by using the Newton's laws of motion. Is it clear? Now this was the first solved example which is given in the book. Now we'll just look the second example which is based on the first solved example only. So what is the example? So in the first example, assuming that the bench on which Mahendra is sitting is frictionless. That means it is not having any friction. Starting with 0 velocity, what will be Mahendra's velocity of motion towards Virat after 1 second? Time is given how much? 1 second. Will this velocity change with time and how? Okay, so here the mass is given, time is given. Okay, so what you are going to find it over here is what will be the will the velocity change over here? Okay, with time. So we will just find over here. Now what is given over here? Okay, force of Mahendra. Okay, so what is the force which we are already found over here? So what is force? Force on Mahendra is how much? It is 4.002 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton. It is what? It is 4.002 into 10 raised to power 11 Newton. Is it clear? So that is the force. Now, which is the other? Which is the next given? What is the mass of Mahendra? What is the mass of Mahendra? Which was given over here? It was 75 kg. So mass is 75 kg. Okay, so mass is 75 kg. Okay, so which is the next factor given to you? So according to the Newton, so so according to the Newton's second law, okay, of acceleration. So what is the second law of acceleration? Second law of acceleration means, that means A is equal to F upon M. What is A? A is equal to F upon M. Okay, so what is F over here? F is the force, and what is M over here? M is the mass. Are you understanding? Okay, so what is here given? A is equal to F upon M. What we are going to find out? The acceleration. Here we are finding out the acceleration. So acceleration is equal to force upon mass. So what is the force? Force is 4.002 into 10 raised to power minus 11. And what is the mass? Mass is 75 kg. So when you solve this, you will get one answer. That answer is near about, it will be near about 5 point, the answer will be near about 5.344, something like that, into 10 raised to power what? Into 10 raised to power 11. 10 raised to power 11 meter. Okay, 5.344, something like that, into 10 raised to power 11. It will be, the unit will be given in the meter. The unit will be given in the meter. Now using the Newton's first equation, we can calculate Mahendra's velocity. Okay, so using Newton's first equation, we can calculate what? Mahendra's velocity. Okay, so Newton's first equation of motion, what is it? It is Newton's first equation of motion. Now this equation of motion you had studied in the lower standard, that means in the 9th standard. Okay, so what is that? V is equal to u plus at. What is it? It is V is equal to V is equal to u plus at. Okay, V is equal to u plus at. Now as Mahendra is sitting, okay, as Mahendra is sitting on a bench, so the initial velocity will be what? The initial velocity will be 0. Mahendra is sitting on the bench, so initial velocity will be 0. Initial velocity will be 0. Okay, now what we are going to calculate? We are going to calculate the final velocity of Mahendra. What we are going to calculate? We are going to calculate the final velocity of Mahendra. Okay, now here u is 0. We are going to calculate the v. Okay, again here what is a acceleration? Acceleration we had found over here. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is 5.34 into 10 raised to power 11. And what is time given? Time is given 1 second. See here, time is given what? It is 1 second. So substituting all this value in this formula, we will be finding the velocity of him. Okay, so V is equal to 0 plus a 5.34 into 10 raised to power minus 11 multiply by t is what? T is 1 only. So what answer we are going to get? We are going to get the same answer. What we are going to get? We are going to get the same answer. Okay, what? 5.34 into 10 raised to power 11 meter per second. Time is given in second. Okay, acceleration is meter per second. It is given in meters. Okay, so what we are getting? We are getting velocity as 5.34 into 10 raised to power 11 meter per second. Are the two numericals very clear to you? Okay, now in the next, so this is an so in this example, first what we had found out? First we had found out the force. Okay, and secondly what we had found out? We had found out the acceleration and the velocity of the Mahendra. Is this part clear to you? Okay, so before proceeding further, I'll just give you other examples also. Okay, other solved numericals also we will be solving. Okay, after this examples. Okay, so before moving towards the next numericals, next solved examples, okay, I'll just tell you why high tide and low tide occurs. You know, high tide and low tide, high tide Bharti and Ohoti. Okay, so why it occurs? Now this happens due to the gravitational force of the moon. Okay, so in a day, two times it occurs. Okay, so from where the moon is rising, at that place, what happens? At that place the water rises up. At that place the water rises up. Okay, so when at that place, if it is rising up, so 90 degree from that part, it will be what? It will be the low tide. From 90 degree it will be what? It will be a low tide. Okay, and opposite to it will be what? It will be a high tide. Since earth contains what? It contains 71% of water. Okay, so when the moon rises in the sky, at that time water get attracted from one side. Okay, when it's getting attracted from the one side, the other, which is at 90 degree, at that side it will be low tide. I'll just tell you by example. Just imagine this is the earth. If moon is rising from here, okay, moon is rising from here, high tide will be at this part. Okay, high tide will be at this part and this part, and here which is 90 degree to this, it will be low tide over here. Is it clear? Okay, so this was of high tide and low tide. Now we'll just see the next part. Okay, so next part is what? Earth gravitation force. Which is the next part? Next part is Earth's gravitation force. After the Earth gravitation force, we will take the next numericals. Okay, now coming towards the next part, Earth's gravitational force. Okay, Earth's gravitation force. So here in Earth gravity, so all of you know that whatever object it is falling from a tree or from a high distance, what happens, it falls towards the it will that is attracted towards the earth, it falls down only. Okay, so will the velocity of the stone throwing vertically upwards, will the velocity of a stone thrown vertically upwards will remain constant, will it remain constant? Okay, or it will change? See, as it is going against the gravitation, by the time it will move. Okay, now when that velocity becomes zero, that stone will be coming under the influence of the gravitation force. Are you understanding this? अगर एक पत्थर लिया उसे ऊपर फेंका, जब जो फोर्स से वो फेंकेंगे तब तक वो ऊपर रहेगा. ओके, ऊपर जाएगा. और जब उसका जो वेलोसिटी है वो खत्म होने के बाद क्या होगा, वो ड्यू टू द अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स की वजह से इट विल बी मूविंग टू द अर्थ. ओके, इट विल बी मूविंग डाउन टुवर्ड्स द अर्थ. आइए बात समझ में. Okay, so next, so the earth attracts every object, earth attract every object towards itself. Okay, why it attracts every object towards itself? Due to the gravitational force, because of the gravitational force. So the center of the mass of the earth, अभी जो center जो है, okay, of the mass of the earth, वो क्या होता है, it is situated where? ओके, सो इट इज सिचुएटेड एट इट्स सेंटर. कहाँ पे सिचुएट होता है वो? उसके सेंटर में सिचुएट किया जाता है, मतलब उसके सेंटर में वो रहता है. कहाँ पे रहता है? उसके सेंटर में रहता है. ओके, सो द ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स ऑफ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट, सो द ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स ऑफ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट, जो ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स है जो कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर मतलब ये होता है, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसे, अट्रैक्ट करता है. इसके वजह से वो ऑब्जेक्ट क्या होता है, इट फॉल्स फ्रीली टुवर्ड्स द अर्थ. इसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो फ्रीली अर्थ की तरफ वो जाता है. ओके, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फोर्स एन ऑब्जेक्ट फॉल्स वर्टिकली. ये जो फोर्स की वजह से क्या होता है, जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो ऊपर से वर्टिकली मतलब क्या, एक ऐसा वर्टिकल लाइन में वो गिरता है. सो सिमिलरली व्हेन वी थ्रो, कोई भी अभी हम लोग चीज फेंकेंगे ऊपर. ओके, व्हेन वी थ्रो एनी ऑब्जेक्ट वर्टिकली अपवर्ड्स, ओके, सो दिस फोर्स ट्राई टू पुल इट डाउन. ये फोर्स क्या करेगा, उसे नीचे पुल करने का कोशिश करेगा. ओके, ड्यू टू व्हाट, किसकी वजह से वो करेगा, ड्यू टू इट्स ग्रेविटी. ओके, अभी ये जो चीज है जो ऊपर फेंका था, ऊपर जाते जाते उसका वेलोसिटी क्या होगा, वो रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. उसका वेलोसिटी क्या होगा, रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. सो ड्यू टू दिस, अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स, इट विल अगेन स्टार्ट्स फॉलिंग डाउन. क्या होगा, वो अंडर द ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स वो जो चीज है वो फिर से वो नीचे गिरने ऐसे लगेगा. आई बात यहाँ तक समझ रहे? ओके, सो ठीक है, आज हम लोग यहीं पे रुकते हैं. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम लोग इसके ऊपर के सॉल्व एग्जांपल्स देखेंगे एंड वी विल मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द लेसन इन द लेक्चर नंबर 4. होप सो यू अंडरस्टूड द वीडियो. अगर आपको इसे थोड़ा भी अगर नॉलेज मिला, थोड़ा भी नॉलेज मिला, तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. सो कीप लर्निंग एंड keep growing. Thank you.